Greetings, boys and girls. Woody Boyd here. I'm just going to call this video an update. I haven't made any updated videos in a long time. Notice I'm not here with the guitar at the moment, although they're around me. And Jack, he's right at my feet. And I'm being kind of casual. This video almost didn't get made, but I feel that it's something I should do. A lot of you probably weren't aware that back in October, I made the decision that I wasn't going to stay in the state of California anymore. And I was going to take my craft and my gifts to the great state of Texas, which has really been a lifelong dream of mine. Can't tell you why, just has been. I've had the blessing of having thousands of great clients and equal numbers of great instruments in my care. And for that, I'm truly blessed. So I want to tell you guys what happened and where I am today. Monday, October 19th, me, Jack, my Luther trailer, and pretty much all the things that I consider important loaded in, set off on a roughly 1,800-mile journey to the great state of Texas. Now, this wasn't something that we took lightly. We spent a great deal of time preparing and making sure that everything would go as smoothly as possible. We scrimped and saved for almost a decade to make this dream come true. Politics aside, I would have left the state anyways. There's just more to me than just guitars. I'm a rancher by heart. I love the great outdoors. And this was all supposed to be a temporary thing coming into Sacramento. But because of being exposed to some of the best clients on the planet, and being blessed with the fact that I've got to play some of the finest instruments in the world and take care of them, be entrusted with them, I ended up staying a lot longer than I wanted. But as with anything, all good things must come to an end. So on the 19th of October, under good weather, Jack and myself, we loaded up the Luther trailer and my truck with all the things I deemed important to continue what I wanted to do. And that was to bring my gift and my craft to more and different places. So we went through all of the normal things a person would do when they're going to travel about 2,000 miles. And we saved up for a good old decade so we could finance this and get going and take care of any things that would represent as mechanical problems on the way, and get prepared. Well, on the 21st of October, basically the third night in the journey, my whole world changed. All the things I thought would happen didn't happen. But there was one thing I forgot about. It was me. So, at a half-deserted truck stop in, if you want to call it a town, a little place called Moriarty, New Mexico, in the far corner of the desert there, I had a major gastric bleed out and a major heart attack. It left me on the ground. And to be honest with you, I didn't think it was, well, I don't know how you prepare for that. I've always felt pretty good, but this turned out to be a real turning point in my life. I was fortunate enough to have some family in Texas, and via my phone and the emergency button on it, they were notified. And once I pushed that button, I didn't know what was going to happen. There wasn't anybody around. Jack was in the trailer. And basically, I was laying on the New Mexico desert floor outside the trailer, bleeding to death, and having a major coronary to go with it. And I can't tell you that that was an easy thing for me to go through. But I just kind of surrendered. And I vaguely remember the ambulance, the helicopter, and the family that immediately dropped everything to fly out, get hold of everything. Jack was taken in by animal control. And basically, everything that was me was just left in the desert. I spent the next 4 days in the University Hospital in Albuquerque, New Mexico, trying to get things hashed out. Excuse me. Then when I was released from the hospital, I was flown into Dallas and picked up by my little brother Mike, and taken home. I'd like to say that that's where the story ends, and obviously I'm still breathing. I'm still on this side of the dirt, but I'm not out of the woods yet. There's still a lot of mystery about what caused it, and I'm still going through a lot. I literally receive 20, 30 calls every day from clients who weren't aware that I'm not operating in Sacramento anymore. And until I get better, I won't be operating anytime soon. So things can change. If there's a moral to this story, and it can assist you, if you plan on doing something in your life that you really want to do, don't wait. Things like this happen. um, it's almost like starting all over for me. Um, a lot of my resources went in directions that I wasn't anticipating. I never put myself in the equation. So I'm blessed that I have a wonderful, wonderful doctor who's still in Sacramento. He's been my doctor for a long time. He used to be one of my apprentices. And we have a good relationship. And he's a good part of the reason I'm alive today. It's been suggested by him that I return to California so he can finish taking care of me. But the truth of the matter is, Texas was way more than I expected. There's not a day that goes by where people just walk up to you and say hi. It's almost like I come to a new country. And it feels far more like home than Sacramento ever did for me. Just like a different country. I'm not willing to, at least not at this point, to come back to Sacramento and try to regurgitate and get better there and restart. That's just not on the table. And physically, I'm just not capable of it. Excuse my casualness, but that's just how I have to be right now. Jack's doing fine. He spent a night in doggy jail, but my family here in Texas took care of making sure he was returned to me, because he's like my kid. All my dogs have been like my kids. And I usually don't share this kind of personal information with people outside of my family. In fact, even with people inside of my family. But my family's grew, and the friends I've made here are just awesome. I'd like to personally thank Mike and Wendy. I'm not going to give their last name up because that's their privacy. But they're not strangers to me either. They've been in my life a while, and their family. But there's been many people who are not my family who have reached out to me. And I've got to do things, meet people, and one day, and I hope it's sooner than later, I'll be able to return to doing what I love the most, and that's working on guitars and playing guitars. This has affected my guitar playing, but knowing what I know, that's a temporary thing, and that's improving. So I don't plan on releasing anything until I at least get back to where I was. And I just want to take the time to say that sometimes you don't really see how fortunate and blessed you are until these really life-shaking moments just reach out and grab you. And the lesson I learned is, I should have been here a long time ago. I always have the bragging rights of saying that my clients and my friends in California are the best. Nobody beats me there. And my passion and my love for all things guitars, that's still right here where it belongs. And hopefully one day soon I'll be able to resume that. So I don't know where or what, excuse me, I don't know what more to say in this video. And but take care of you and yours. And remember, play lots of guitar. Because one day, you might not be able to. Namaste.